Hello, hello, hello. What up? How's it going? Hello, Kick. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Hope you guys are having yourselves a good one. Infrasonic, thank you for stopping by. Won't be able to stay long today, but nevertheless, hello. Appreciate the love and support, man. Thanks for stopping by. Stay as long as you want or as little as you want, man. What do we got? What do we got today? What do we got today? Man, I had to be work at 6 a.m. again. That's 2 days in a row. I'm going back in at 7 tomorrow. You were back to call out. Yeah. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Kick. Hello, YouTube. Yeah. I kind of switch it up unintentionally. Hello, Kick. Hello, Twitch. It's generally Kick or Twitch first, and YouTube's usually the last one because it lets me go, hello, YouTube. Oh, geez. Navy asking to come in early again for inspection. Yeah, it was... I work for the Army specific. Well, technically, I work for the Department of Defense. And the facility I work at is managed by the Army. So, but we serve all branches of the military. We take care of everybody there. Gotta try to get a better bliss in here. So yeah, I got there at 5:55 a.m. The military inspector was there at 6:05 a.m. And he's like, yeah, your fridge is good. You kept, you did a good job ensuring that, you know, food quality was maintained. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Now I need to get back to work. Thanks. Bye. Now I don't have to throw out everything in my fridge and freezer. Yeah. So I think at some point we are gonna convert Forge Guard over to a hammer build just because I think it would be fun. We are going to be losing out on a few things because of this Sentinel classes. Forge Guard actually does not get an increase to damage. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in a moment. I don't know if I want to tell you what I did. I just clocked out 2 hours for lunch and for Sonic. Like, yeah, we get overtime, but it's hard to come by. I didn't want to change the schedules of my guys since we already kind of have set schedules. So I just, since I'm the head of the kitchen, I took the L. Since I didn't find out till like 5:30, I wasn't gonna be all like, "Oh, okay, well you're staying longer now. You're not." No. I like to give those guys a heads up. Yeah, I came in early. I wanted to be able to do my normal thing, and I didn't want my guys to have to stay longer. You know, finding out less than 12 hours before, or roughly 12 hours before. Oh, hey. Your entire schedule's changing tomorrow because it's changing for me. Nah, I took the L. It's not that big of a deal to me. Now, if this was happening every day, we would figure something out. Because at that point, well, this is our normal schedule now. We have to adjust. But one day, I'll figure it out for one day. Did you go to cooking school or just try this rollout? So back in 2009, I joined a Christian ministry in Texas. It was an internship, so it was part of my internship at this Christian ministry. They put me to work in their kitchen, you know, a way to be involved in a ministry and learn different facets of it. Well, they put me in one of the most secular parts of the ministry, the kitchen. And so I'd gone there because I had wanted to I've been playing a lot of music. I was interested in their music program, and so I'm like, so I'm getting immersed in their kitchen, and then I'm also getting immersed in their music program. And their music program, they teach you all different facets of the music industry, recording studios, musicians, that sort of stuff. And I was just like, okay, even if I could, I had talent for sure. Even if I could get a job being a musician or a sound tech or anything like that, it's a crowded field, and the whole industry's already changed since then. That was a very traditional look at the music industry. Now you upload one song to TikTok and you're set, and that's if you get lucky. So I was like, you know what, this is not for me. And I'm like, well, I'm working in this kitchen here, so I stayed a couple years, and I kept going, I want more kitchen experience. I want more. I want to be the lead cook. I want to be the back of the house manager. Give me this sort of stuff. And they gave it to me. And so when I got out, I applied for a job. I was looking for jobs at kitchens, and I applied to the military, and I got that job. That is awesome. Yeah. So I've been working in kitchens since 2009, and that really helped because I don't know how old you are, Infrasonic, but I don't know if you remember trying to get a job in 2009 after the recession. That was a fool's errand. Exactly. Yep, that's when you graduated from college. Okay, so you and I are roughly around the same age. I'm 35. And it was very, very difficult back then. I was doing like, all sorts of like internships, apprenticeships, that sort of thing back then. And I remember it was just like, oh, cool. Oh, wait, you actually want money? Here's the door. Oh, thanks for doing all this work for us. Yeah, this is great, exposure. This is great resume building. Oh, you want a job with us? No, we're not hiring. Bye. And that ministry actually did offer me a job when I was getting ready to leave. I had other reasons I wanted to come back to California. Number one reason being this is where my family's from. So all my family lived in California. I had no family in Texas. I had a lot of friends to do that. They talked as if they were doing you such a favor when you were working for them for free. Exactly. Yeah. Because, I was an intern at that ministry, so I wasn't getting paid. But I'll hand it to them. They actually did go, hey, you're good. We want you. And I'm like, I'm going back to California. And I was there for there was other stuff involved there. I wasn't purely there working. I mean, it was a campus. I was living there. It was doing other things with that ministry. So, yeah, so moved on from that. Still have a lot of friends. We're in Texas. Where are you? I was in a small little town called Garden Valley, Texas, which almost nobody's heard of. It was near a town called Van, Texas, which almost nobody's heard of, which is near a town called Lindale, Texas, which some people have heard of, especially if you like, what's her name? She was married to Blake Shelton, Melissa Lambert, or Lambert something. Yeah, so she was from Lindale, and and Lindale's not that big. Used to live in Plano. Yeah, Plano near Dallas. So I think Plano's to the west of Dallas. I was to the east of Dallas, if my memory serves me correct. Basically, on the way to Dallas, Lindale is close to Tyler. Exactly. So you know where Lindale is. Because I'll say Lindale. Exactly. I'll say Lindale, which a lot of other people would be like, I have no idea where that is. I'll say Tyler, which a lot of people will say, oh yeah, Tyler, Texas. Just about everybody, excuse me, is like, when I say Dallas, that's the little strip I say. You know, I'm like Garden Valley, near Van, near Lindale, near Tyler. Oh, Tyler, yeah, I think I've heard of that. Near Dallas. Oh yeah, I've heard of Dallas. See, I was living in Texas back at a time when it was actually cool to be from California and Texas. Now it's like, oh my god, I have a ton of friends who are still Texas proud, who are just like, oh my god, all these California people. Now Texas abhor. Yeah, exactly. You know, when I was there, it's like, oh, you're from California? Oh, that's cool. Now it's like, oh, you're from California? You're the you're the spawn of Satan. Get out of our get out of our state. Take your devil thieving California ways with you. Are we? Yeah, we're a little low on. No, for real. I saw a bumper sticker that said, I hunt critters and Californians. Yeah, pretty much. Or something to that effect. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, Infrasonic, do you still live in Texas? I know you said you used to live in Plano. Do you just live in a different part of Texas now? Or are you completely out of the state? Nah, East Coast. Nah, okay. Yeah, I think I remember you saying you lived on the East Coast. Because I was asking if you were being affected by these floods yesterday, and you're like, nah, I'm on the East Coast, bro. We're fine. We Gucci, Felucci, Penitucci. Shout out to Captain P67 for that one. Oh, physical penetration. Let's go. Just asking because I'm thinking of getting into streaming. How long until you start making decent income streaming from the ad revenues, partner revenues, and other means? I have not seen any decent revenue from ad revenue. Partner revenue, I'm not a partner, I'm an affiliate, so I don't know if partners get something that affiliates don't. Obviously, you already know I work full time. That's how I support myself. The streaming, it really comes down to donations. It's really gonna come to you like the game? Hey, what up, Sandor? Was that Clegane over on YouTube? Yeah, I love the game. I love the game a lot, Sandor. Welcome on in, man. Yeah. So Infrasonic, I don't even think there was a single day where I've made $1 in ad revenue. A good day for me would be like 25 cents. Let me check my dashboard real quick. Okay, there was one day I made 52 cents in ads. That day, 15, 17, a lot of 10s and 5s, 35 cents, 45 cents. Oh, on this day, January 14th, I made 81 cents in ad revenue, big ballin'. So I would say it's gonna really, and you know me, man, like for the most part, is there any other sources, streamers at the beginning, like affiliate revenue? So I've partnered with W right here. Go topless. Yeah, not going to happen, Sandor. So I've partnered with W. They've given me an affiliate link. I'll check. I don't think anybody's actually purchased it, which is a shame. It's a great product. I like it. I'm drinking it today. I think I know what you're talking about, Sandor. I think I know what you're talking about. You want to start making money on you want to start making money on Twitch, go topless. Yeah, nobody's ordered anything from the W. I mean, I haven't been pushing as much lately because I want to focus on the game itself. What is it? W is an energy drink formula. Good evening. Hello from Brazil. Do you know some good elemental builds for paladins that are not mana starved? AFK. Elemental builds. So I've only played 2 elemental builds on paladin. That would be the smite paladin, the holy smiter. You like raise your staff or your wand or whatever up into the sky and you rain smite down as if it's a lightning bolt. And the other one would be fire. There'd be Fire Warpath. I guess technically 3, because even though I'm on Forge Guard right now, if you want Void Cleave to scale with physical, you have to convert it into fire damage. Then you can take this node, which scales it into physical. And because Paladin, one of their things is you deal increased fire, lightning, and physical damage equal to your % health remaining. Now, it doesn't give a number, but I'm guessing it doesn't give a number. I'm assuming, you're missing 1% health, you do 1% less damage. So you can potentially do up to 100%, but that's an assumption. It just says I deal increased damage based off my % health remaining. Oh, we got a point. what do we do? Yeah, so Infrasonic, Dubby is an energy drink brand. They sell powdered energy drink formula. And I was able to reach out to them and I was able to get a code. And I've enjoyed the product a lot. Yeah, so Xavier, let me hook you up with the link real quick. Let me hook you up with the link real quick. Oh, it's a video. Come on. It's being stubborn right now. Let me just go to my channel. Probably load a lot faster. Okay, so hey guys, you'll know. You can check that out. That's my Void Cleave build. Cool. Thanks, man. Enjoy the stream. Gotta head out, saying hello to Chuckles, and then heading to bed. Yeah, catch you later, Infrasonic. Thanks for stopping by over on Twitch. Yeah, so Xavier, that's my Void Cleave build for Paladin. Void Cleave Multistrike. It deals fire damage, but I have all the scaling going to physical damage. Pet build for Paladin, so when I play solo, my auras would buff something other than you. Okay, so the only way you're gonna get a pet with Paladin, and I haven't done any sort of minion pet builds. Is there a reason to wait until the 21st to start playing the game? The game changing that much that's starting now makes no sense. Hey, what up, ghouls? So I'm gonna answer Xavier real quick, and then I'll answer your question, Ghouler. So the only way, if you're playing Paladin, is dip into Forge Guard, and then you can grab Manifest Armor. This is the closest thing that we'll be getting as a pet, other than like an item. I mean, I guess you can do a bee build. There's items in the game that allow you to summon bees when you're attacking something. That could be something for you. I wouldn't say that's an in-game build. Those bees would die real quick. But if you're playing as Paladin, just go ahead, check out Manifest Armor. It is under Forge Guard. One thing to note, when you are playing the game, even if you are a Paladin, just drop a few points into Forge Guard, and that'll allow you to pick up Manifest Armor. Give it a try, see what you think. Ghouler, welcome to the channel, by the way. You are asking, should you play the game now or should you wait? Well, there's a couple. The manifest weapons don't count as pets. Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, the forged weapons. Yeah, okay, so if you're playing as Rive, if you're playing the Rive build, because you can't use Forge Strike. This is unique only to Forge Guard. The only way you can get Forge Strike is if you're playing Forge Guard. If you're playing Rive and you start putting points into Bound Weapon, that'll allow you to summon the forged weapons. You can give them a shot. See what you think. Just something to draw away some aggro. Okay, Ghouler. Sorry. I started to answer your question. My bad. So, why should you wait or why should you play now? Well, when the game comes out, all our current characters are not getting wiped. They're getting moved into the Legacy realm. And then we're going to have a new cycle, which is their version of Seasons. Seasons will start day one of release. So you're thinking, hey, what up, Zoro? So you might be thinking to yourself, well, I'll just wait for day one of release. My advice to you is play now, because all the same updates that are coming to the cycle are also coming to the Legacy realm. So you can just pick up where you left off in your character. You get all the new updates in the game. I don't think anything's going to be drastically changed to that regard, or at least I haven't heard anything. There's going to be new stuff, And if you're playing Shaman, Shaman is a good thing to point out. They have said that they want to rework Shaman, or at least revisit Shaman and change some things about it. I doubt anything's going to get so drastically changed that you're going to be playing a character and be like, this character is not the same. So yeah, if you have the time, the money, and the inclination, I'd say go check it out. And then don't feel like you have to start a whole new character with the cycle. All the same updates are coming to the Legacy realm, so you can for sure just jump back onto your same character and enjoy all the new updates that are going to be in the game. Now, people like me, I will be in the cycle because I've played a lot. I want a fresh start. I want a fresh start. I want a fresh leaderboard. Look at this. If you're trying to compete on the arena leaderboard, this is ridiculous. I do not have the time to compete on the arena leaderboard. 3,000 waves? Do you know how long 3,000 waves would take? Like, we're talking like 12 hours. I work full time and I stream a few hours a night. Now, I am taking 2 weeks off for release, but I am taking 2 weeks off for release, but that's not going to be, that's not going to be, I'm not going to be spending that trying to crack this right here. How you doing today, Zorro? Barra King, what was that? Barra Canado, Brazil. Welcome back, Zorro. Hope you're having a good one. What is that emote? Nadogado? Oh, that's cool. Shaman and maybe Spellblade, they might change. Yeah, so apologies, Xavier. I'm not very well versed in minion builds on Sentinel. If I'm playing Sentinel, I'm probably playing melee or I'll be playing like some form of hammers. One thing you could check out is like a hammer smite build. I haven't done it before, but that would do elemental damage because smite would technically do lightning. Even though smite implies holy magic, it does lightning damage. What was that? Infernal Sash? No, I'm good. I'm good off that. You'll give it a shot. Okay. I'll see if I can pull up a guide. I haven't played it, so I don't have a guide on my video, on my YouTube channel. I've only ever done really two builds, and that was Void Cleave Erasing Strike and Void Cleave Multistrike. A lot of Void Cleaving and striking. Let me see. I'm going to go over to Maxroll for you. Let's go to maxroll.gg, and let me see if I can't pull up a Smite Hammered In build. Build guides, Sentinel, Paladin. So I've done Nova Hammered In. That was super fun, but that's not elemental. That's physical damage. Okay, let's take this over here. There you go. You can check that out. And I played like a Holy Smiter before. There isn't a video on my page because I wasn't all that thrilled about it. Looking back at it, it was actually pretty good or halfway decent, but I was just like, dude, I want to run up and hit something, or I want to throw a hammer at its face. So basically, I was playing Forge Guard. I've been playing Forge Guard to see if I truly love Paladins the most, and the answer is yes, I love Paladins the most. Void Knight made it hard. It gave me a run for my money, though. Void Knight was super fun. Oh, man. I went into Void Knight thinking there's nothing. I'll give a look into that guide. Yeah. Yeah, I went into Void Knight thinking there's nothing that can make me dislike Paladin or like this more than Paladins. I'm like, I walked out of it going, I still like Paladin more, but damn, that was a lot of fun. I want to see what's going on over here. What's happening? Okay. It'd be nice if they give retaliation damage more support in the game. Fire Retaliation Shieldbreaker was your main character in Grim Dawn, and it's a lot of fun. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. I've only ever played one character in Grim Dawn, and that was a Warlord. I had a lot of fun with it. I beat the game, beat the expansions, and I was playing the upgraded difficulty, which was fun. But then I felt the call of the Epoch. I had to go back to Epoch. That was around near the end of December. But yeah, I had a good time with Grim Dawn. I'm looking forward to the expansion for that game. That'll be a lot of fun. Well, time to do what every able-bodied person should do. Buy another stash tab. Hold on to that. I should be more organized. You know, I probably got so much crap in here I don't need. Oh, excuse me. You have more than 1,000 hours in Grim Dawn. It's one of your favorite games of all time. Grim Dawn's an excellent game. You know what, to be honest, like, it was my chat that really pushed me to play it. They were the ones that gave me the idea. So I picked up like the complete edition. So far, me, the best itemization so far. Fantastic game. So it was actually my chat that got me to get the game, and I'll kid you not, I played it for like 40 minutes, and obviously it looks different from last Epoch, and I was just like, I don't like this, and I put it down. And so then, like, my chat was like, yo, so when are you gonna stream Grim Dawn? And I was like, oh, I didn't like it. Hey, whatever in there. I was like, I didn't like it. I put it down. They're like, dude, you got to give it another chance. And I was like, okay, you know what? Fine. I'll devote a Saturday and I'll play the game. So I ended up like streaming for like 6 hours on a game that I originally said I didn't like, and I ended up falling in love with the game. It was quite fun. That was a good. I think we played it for like a week, 2 weeks. For whatever reason, YouTube decided to market and promote one of my live streams, like the bejesus out of it, because I like looked back at some of my past live streams. I'm like, oh lord, what's going on with this Grim Dawn stream? for me, which at the time I had like less than 100 subscribers on YouTube, it got like 1.7 thousand views. I'm like, what in the world is happening? Of all the stuff to promote on my YouTube, you promoted this one random Grim Dawn stream. That was pretty hilarious. Just shows you how much love for Grim Dawn's out there. You know what I gotta do though? I gotta make some actual YouTube videos. I've just been so busy lately. Oh, I've just had so much stuff going on. Number one thing I gotta do is I gotta make a video for Volatile Reversal. Like, for whatever reason, recently a lot of people are like, what is that skill? Why are you lagging? This game look, you're bouncing back all the time. Like, is that lag? Are you rubber banding? I'm like, no, it's a skill in the game. You go back in time 2 seconds. They're like, what? And then I explained it to them, and they're like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm not lagging. It's happened enough times, though, that I feel like I gotta make a video on it. Just like, what is Volatile Reversal? That way, if somebody comes in my stream and be like, here's the video. Here's a link. I'm not even gonna answer that. Here's a link. Here's what Volatile Reversal does. No, I wouldn't do that. I'd just be like, oh, that's a move called Volatile Reversal. I actually got a YouTube video breaking it down. Here's a link. I'd be kinder than... I'm not going to answer that. Go check my YouTube. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Especially when I first used it, I was like, why does anybody use this? This is annoying. If you ever played League of Legends, it reminded me of that one character. What's his name? Echo? which I find very hilarious if you're familiar with Void Knight skills at all. Brenda G, what is that over on Twitch? Goat emoji. It's a goat wearing sunglasses? Let's check something real quick. All right. Oh, I gotta kill this thing. No, I'm not even gonna bother. Oh, we gotta go kill that guy. We out. Cool. Increase stun chance. Oh, thank you. It's a T7 and I'm leaving it behind. What was that? Oh, well. Would prefer to Bastion of Honor. Ooh. Let's grab this. We're already making it to the corruption level, chat. Ooh. Oh, Mickey? Do my eyes deceive me? No, that's not you. No. That ain't Mickey. That's an imposter. What up, Lazy Mickey? How you doing? Oh my gosh. One of my first subscribers has entered the chat. What are you up to today, man? How goes the war on boredom? I got the night off because of inspections for the rest of the week. Oh man, I gotcha. So you're gonna be busy the rest of the week, I take it. Yeah, absolute worth. Huge W there. Yeah, when you told me you had inspections for you got the night off because of inspections, I'm like, oh, that's because you're going to be busy the rest of the week, so you got a night off. I got you, but hey, man, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. You get to spend some time with the family. Anderson, yo, Bike, how you doing? Tell me, what class master are you playing on day 1? Excited for the LE release? Yes, sir, Mr. Blazing Mickey over on Twitch. Okay, let me answer both of your questions. Well, I kind of already answered Blazing's question. Anderson, I am playing Paladin. So I'm playing Sentinel and I am playing Paladin. Day 1. I'm going to be playing in the new cycle. I will not be playing Legacy. I'll probably jump into Legacy to play what's it called? The faction, the Merchants Guild. I'll probably play Merchants Guild on my existing characters, cuz I can just, most of them are either very close or already at the end of the campaign, so I can just jump straight there, jump in, see what it's all about. Oh, I'm excited. I'm taking 2 weeks off for this. Man, all this streaming, all this content creation, I am looking forward to it. Yeah. Paladin was the first character I played on here, and that's what I'm going to be playing day 1. Yeah. Yeah, had to do it. Had to absolutely do it. What about you, Anderson? What are you playing? Hey, yo, and Mickey, what about you? Are you playing LE release? Are you playing Druid? Are you playing it in the cycle? If you are, and are you playing Druid? Or are you just going to play Legacy? Because all the same updates are coming to both realms, both the cycle realm and the Legacy realm. Plus, I got like this congestion going on, so hope that answers your guys' questions. Oh, there we go. So I can push corruption a tiny little bit and get the stability. Well, let's hold off on that. Probably won't do anything with seasons as I need more time and mostly get up in levels with my schedule, but 100% playing it on release of Doom. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome? My first few characters are Blade Dancer or Marksman, so you're going for Falconer. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That makes a lot of sense, yeah. Yeah, it is awesome, Anderson. Okay, so you'll be playing in the Legacy realm, Mickey. That's all good. Yeah, I'm actually probably going to be playing Void Cleave Multistrike on Paladin. At first, I don't know what I'm going to morph into later. It's going to depend on what they add. They said there's going to be new uniques, new stuff in the game. Plus, Healing Hands is actually getting a skill tree for the Paladins. So, might be cool to see what kind of builds we can come up with using Healing Hands. This feels like an ambush. Yeah, I think Falconer and Warlock are going to be super strong. And speaking of ambushes, there they are. Yeah, I think Falconer and Warlock are going to be some of the strongest classes just because what happened with the Rune Master. That class got released in Brawl. That thing just went ham and cheese. Saw some critiques pointing out how many builds are lazy one button like Elemental Nova, Warpath, Raves. What are your thoughts? Well, one button builds do exist in the game. You use a bunch of abilities to buff yourself up and then just go ham and cheese with one button. You use the other buttons to buff yourself up and then go nuts. I'll probably play Ninja just for different flavor though. Got way too many hours on my usual classes. Ninja. They're adding Ninja to Last Epoch? Like what? When you say Ninja, do you mean Rogue? Yeah, so one button builds are in the game, Anderson. My thoughts are cool. I'm glad there's variety because I'm not playing a lot of one build. Yeah, Ninja. I don't play a lot of one button builds. A lot of the builds I like to play typically have like timing and stuff like that. So like this build that I'm playing right now, I have to get stacks of Multistrike to buff up Void Cleave, and then I have to use Forge Strike to kind of buff myself with this node over here. I get global fire penetration when I use Forge Strike. Void Cleave is now doing fire damage, but I gotta scale in off of physical so I can still do some damage with Multistrike. And when I hit with Multistrike, I build up stacks, and then they get consumed by Void Cleave. And then I use Lunge and Volatile Reversal to move around the map. Volatile Reversal more to do damage than actually move around the map. Lunge is, you lunge into an enemy. I got it set up to where it has 2 charges. So I lunge into an enemy, hit him a couple times with Multi-Strike, and then I use Volatile Reversal to bounce out, and then I use Lunge to go back in, and then I do a Void Cleave on top of that, and that kills 85% of the stuff in the game. So it's interactive. Builds like that exist, and so do one button builds. People should have fun, and people might actually have reasons to play one button builds. Maybe they got one arm. Love that they make one button builds in the game and keep them viable, mainly because it makes it so people that have disabilities that affect playing is something that you can enjoy. I think I said something like that. So it looks like we've arrived to the same conclusion, Mr. Blazing Mickey. I would have a problem with that if like all the best builds in the game were all one button builds. If there's literally nothing you can do. That's a great take, agree. Yeah, I would start to have a problem with that, Anderson, if literally every top tier build was a one button build. And it was all just hold down a singular button. But I feel like so many builds in Last Epoch are viable to get you to at least 200 corruption. Or at least get you to empowered corruption. And then, you know, some builds fall by the wayside. We've seen it happen. I don't think they'll do that, honestly. Yeah, no, I don't think so either. Like the way they set up Rune Master, I wasn't a huge fan. Mostly because I like melee builds, but Rune Master, at least when I was playing it, was all about combos. There was not a lot of one button pressing there. At least the build I was running on there, which was Hydrahedron. That was kind of a two button build, to be honest. Chaos Bolt. You use Chaos Bolt to pull up Hydrahedron, then you use Runic Invocation to activate Hydrahedron. And then you know, on occasion, teleport around, that sort of thing. You really like pet builds where pets do everything for you. Hey, and you know what? Last Epoch supports that pretty well. You have two classes that do it very well, and potentially more on release of the game, because we're going to have the Falconer, which implies that it's going to be a rogue archetype, so it implies that they're going to have some sort of pet function, because I think they're going to have a Falcon. I didn't see the leak. I didn't watch the video on the leak that happened. They're supposed to be doing a big reveal on the Falconer, and then some of it got leaked. I didn't watch it. Not out of any sort of like moral high ground. It went by me. It went by me. But Necromancer does it really well. You can have a veritable zoo of undead minions serving you, but then you also get the Beastmaster, which you can also have a zoo of animals helping you. Love pet builds in PoE. When it got nerfed to the ground, I quit. Happy they did, though, because that's what chased me to Last Epoch. There you go. Last Epoch really benefited from other games nerfing builds. Like look what happened to Diablo, right? A lot of people found Last Epoch because Diablo went nerf happy. They're swinging the nerf bat so much. During season 1, a lot of people jumped ship and were like, hey, let me go check out this game called Last Epoch. I know, because I was one of them. I was honestly just going to check out Last Epoch and then go back to Diablo, and the moment I played Last Epoch, I'm like, well, I don't know if it was the moment, but like after day 2, I was like, not going to happen. I'm like, I'm all about Last Epoch. Really, it felt like a lot of people were leaving because of season 1 and how everything was getting nerfed. I heard a lot of people actually went back to Diablo in season 2. I don't know if they permanently went back, but they went and checked it out to see what was happening. I don't know what was going on with Duriel, though. I have not touched Diablo 4 since coming to Last Epoch. And that was in September of last year. Shock on hit with spell critical strike chance. Alright, cool. I'm gonna slot it away for a build that will never happen, but you know, just buy another stash tab. Duriel had all the super good drops, but they only have like a 0.2% drop rate. Big oof. Oh, that is a bit of a big oof. Yeah, that is a bit of a big oaf, Blazing Mickey. I can't speak to that. I have no experience in the matter. All right, let's go fight. Let's go fight Birdman. Played D4 Rogue till level 64 season 1 and 2, but got bored. When I tried LE Blade Dancer, it felt like an improvement in every area for sure. My buddy ran Duriel 1,500 times and never got the drop he wanted. I showed him LE and he deleted D4. Yeah. That makes sense, Anderson. It's just LE. That's one thing. Like, if there was a comparable build on LE or a comparable class, it just felt like an improvement. The only thing I wish is they buff Acid Flask. I heard, like, on paper Acid Flask looks cool, but actually it's not as amazing as you think it would be. Only contender to LE that I know of is Path of Exile 2. Yeah, potentially. I think Path of Exile 2 will be good. They're going to be focusing on new player engagement, new player retention. That's the main problem Path of Exile has right now. It's the new player onboarding. You got 10 years worth of content stacked on top of each other, all those systems and everything. I always screw up this fight. My brain turns off during the spin or die moment. Yeah. Spin or die moment. I fought this guy so many times on my Void Knight. I actually fought this guy a ton on my Paladin as well when I was playing Hammered In. Or Nova Hammered In. And he did. Okay, so health. That's nice. Void damage, health on gain. This is not even a good health roll, is it? No, it sucks. This is a superb leech, like throwing damage leech. I almost feel obligated to take this if I plan on playing hammers with Forge Guard. I actually am gonna take it. Because I might end up doing a hammer Forge Guard build a little bit down the line. We're getting up there in level. We're level 88 now. By the end of the stream, we'll probably be getting close to 90. Then once you start getting into that 90 to 94 range, that's really when your build's pretty much good to go if you got a build. Yeah, so Mickey, I think Path of Exile 2 will be a good contender for last Epoch. To what degree, I don't know. Chance to bleed on hit. Shield throw. Alright. +2 to shield throw. Let's go. Oh, another ambush. I feel obligated to take this. Spell critical strike chance. What about this one? Poison damage. Yeah, I felt obligated to take that. Oh, I thought it was a double tier 7. Oh, it got me for a second, chat. I thought it was a double tier 7. It's a tier 7 and a tier 6 exalted. Dang. Let's pump up the corruption here. We can do +5. Oh, this one's gonna be a little hard. That was a nice juicy 100k crit. And that's what I was waiting for. Alright, sir, my wife just rolled up. Sounds like you're about to go. I couldn't finish your full statement, but if that is the case, thanks for stopping by, Blazing Mickey. You're an OG here on the channel, man. Appreciate all the love and support you've shown. And he did. Alright, cool. I'll go surprise her. Oh, you parked down the street. You've been waiting for this. Have a fantabulous time zone. I'll do my very best to be back around more. Really enjoy the content. Hey, man. Blazing Mickey, take care of yourself and your family. If you can be here, appreciate it. If not, man, I know the love is there. Whenever you're here, it's a good time. 100k, that's it. Lame. I hear dear D4, you're doing 1 trillion. Yeah. The highest hit damage I ever did against Orbis was on my Void Knight, and I think I did like 500,000 on off a singular hit. Hitting for 1 million against an enemy in this game, you're cruising for sure. You hear Diablo 4? You can hit for over 1 trillion. I hit for so much damage the number was going off the screen. Or would it be like Diablo 3 where you're hitting for like, 20 trillion damage and it would just go 20T? They don't even try and put any zeros there. They just say 20T. Like 20T what? Name my Barb Vegeta just so every time I killed something in the group, I would yell, "It's over 9,000!" That was great. Yeah. Always have a good night. Yeah, catch you later, Mickey. Oh, he came back. Back for seconds? Goodbye. Hey. Hey-oh. A 1 LP Titan Heart. Let's go. You never know what you can get with these 1 LP items. Oh, Nick, did I ask you like did the storm impact where you work at all? For those who may not be aware, I live in California. We got hit by that big, massive storm that came flying through the atmospheric river. It shut off power to my workplace, which is not too far away from where Nick works over on YouTube. No, luckily. Okay, cool. Yeah, because it shut off power to my work. And you know where I work. And you know I'm the head cook of a kitchen. So, no power. I was juggling food. I was transporting food. I was taking temperatures. I was trying not to go into the cooler because it's a commercial cooler. So it was holding temp pretty well. The bludgeon. Okay. Really? Oh, yeah. My wife and I went into one of the nearby towns. The Cuckoo. Went into one of the nearby towns, and half the shops were out of power. Hey, what up, Air Dragon over on Twitch? Another day, another dollar. That's what I'm talking about, man. You have any more of the crazies call you today? Any crazies from California? Were they getting rained out? So are you streaming on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time? How's that been going for me? It's been going amazing. Because I was having trouble feeding YouTube like regular content because time differences and stuff like that. Sometimes I just didn't have enough time to make a video. There was one point in time where I was getting a short per day up on YouTube, but I felt like I was forcing a lot. Hey, what up, Marvel Man? Void Cleave. So I made the decision, since my YouTube channel was still small enough. It was probably sitting around 60 to 70 subscribers, somewhere around there, which was already huge compared to what it was before I started streaming last Epoch. When I started streaming last Epoch, I had like 10 subscribers. So in November, when I had around 70 subscribers, I made the decision to start split streaming, simulcasting, because Twitch allowed that in their terms and service. If you're an affiliate before, you couldn't. I'm an affiliate on Twitch. So I started streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And so I would just like make a thumbnail for YouTube, and afterwards on YouTube it would just become its own video. Yeah, it would already have a thumbnail. It'd be good to go. I'd make it very clear there's a live stream. That's why it's a few hours long. And that's been going very well for the channel. We are closing in on 200 subscribers on YouTube. And at the end of December, I was thanking everybody for hitting 100 subscribers. So in a little over a month, we've almost doubled our subscriber count, and most of that's come from live streams on YouTube. Because I have a number of people who've come in here and told me like, oh, hey, I'm catching you live. I've just been like listening to your live streams or checking out your live streams on YouTube as VODs. I'm like, you know what? That's a cool thing. I'm glad I could provide that service for you. You know. Growth, yeah. So yeah. Nick over on YouTube, it's been helping a lot. It's been very good. And I don't know if you've seen, but over here in the corner right here, the chats will pop up. So if people are paying attention, yeah, like Nick, your chat popped up temporarily. It'll go away. I don't want to just have a box of chat just going up to the top of the screen. But it'll pop up long enough, and I've actually had people kind of like communicating almost. Hey, what up, Nick from YouTube? Anderson, thank you so much for subscribing over on YouTube. That was also something I was able to get going. I was able to put alerts from YouTube to pop up on stream. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel while I'm live, you'll get a nice little alert pop up. Yeah, and so then you'll see the chats over here, and sometimes I've had kind of like at me acting as a mediator, or even just people reading the chats popping up here in the corner. They'll sort of quasi communicate with each other if they're on Twitch and they're on YouTube, just talking back and forth. I thought that was kind of funny. But you got to be quick, because I don't want chat just sitting there stagnant or whatever. Hey, how you doing? I can't see your tiny name on my phone, but yo, yeah, that's probably more of a desktop perk. If you're on desktop watching in full screen, you can be like, oh, I could see that. But yeah, if you're watching on phone, you're probably not seeing it. It's just like a little blur of letters over there in the corner. Hey, Marvel Man, how you doing today, man? Still got the crud, but today seems to be the worst. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I picked up a bug myself, sinus congestion. Yeah, I've had that too, but not as severe as what you're describing. It's just been like the sniffles. I don't know where you're located in the U.S., but out here on the West Coast, gotta go. Keep it up, bike. Here for the long run, though. Excited for what the future brings. I really appreciate it, Anderson. Thank you so much for the support, and thank you for subscribing over on YouTube, bro. I appreciate it. You take care, all right? Yeah, I'm over here on the West Coast, and we've been having like a ton of rain and everything, so I feel like that's been contributing to it. There's just like a ton of moisture in the air. You don't know what's getting trapped in those little rain droplets and going up into the humidity. Now, I'm not a doctor. I don't know if there's any scientific thing to it, but that's what I suspect. Doctor said you had a sinus infection. Had it since probably 2 weeks ago. Oh wow, and it's coming to a head now, man. Jeez. Well, just by your statement that you went to a doctor already proves it's worse than what I've had. It's just been a few little. So what do we got? Cast speed. Okay. Armor armor, void resistance, chance to apply frailty on hit. Oh, this could be a lot of fun. Physical damage and melee attack speed. Yeah. Melee attack speed, physical damage. This could get wild, but I'll take it. I've so far avoided any physical sicknesses, knock on wood, but I did develop a severe case of moditis, curing it with some PG3. Catch you later. Catch you later, Nick. Thanks for stopping by, man. One of my longest supporters was that gentleman right there. I will always give you a shout out for that, Nick, man. You were here when I had one person watching, and that was me. Well, technically two, because you were here too. Moditis. Okay. I understand it's a joke, but I think the joke's going over my head. What is moditis? Or moditis? Oh, let's go. Melee damage, melee attack speed. Mods. I'm modding BG3. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, we don't have enough to get over to here. It looks like we're maybe 1 point away. So I could put some... I'm going to put a point here for a little extra health. Yeah, that's probably the best bet. A little bit of health. It takes way too fracking long to get Smelter's Wrath. Like, seriously, guys? 40 points in Forge Guard? Channel to charge a powerful frontal cone. I don't even know what Smelter's Wrath does. As an additional chance. Guaranteed critical strike at full charge. Oh. When Smelter's Wrath is released, a duplicate attack is released in the opposite direction. Physical, fire, melee area. Okay, is there anything... Armor while charging, endurance threshold, increased stun chance, knocks back enemies, Smelter's Wrath, cast again. Oh, that's cool. So that charges it. So I can... So if I dropped Forge Strike... Chance to apply frailty on hit. Let's see what kind of Bardishes I got. Critical strike chance. Two-handed axes. That's percent fire damage. Okay. So increase physical. Okay, this is a possibility. Chance to bleed on a hit. I think that's kind of a wasted affix. Fire damage. Okay, let me take that off for now. Let's... So we can increase our physical damage. Let's see if I can seal it. I could seal it. Alright. A little... Chance to poison on hit. We'll just do that. Okay. Now, one thing, I am losing the chance to shred armor on hit. That might come back to bite me, but let's try this out. Body BG3 like a kid in a candy store. That is hilarious. Let's put that right here for now. Yeah, not having the chance to shred armor on hit might bite me in the backside, but let's try it. We're not going to have that attack speed either. Hey, what up, Merkware? How you doing today? So the crit chance is still pretty high. Feel like maybe I should have tried to force the... Should have tried to force some sort of armor shred. And we don't have 100% crit chance with this. I'll be curious what it does to bosses, though. You're doing all right? You're doing all right? Okay. Yeah. I feel like I messed up what was potentially a good item by not trying to change. Poison damage deals damage over time. The first 30 stacks each reduce poison resistance, which... If I had chance to shred armor on this, this would have been a godly roll. Like, I don't need 100% crit strike chance, but... all this extra damage means nothing if I can't shred armor. That's what was giving us our extra damage. Hey, what up, Rendag G85? Rendag! Yeah, you like that? Okay, let's try this again. And I'm pretty sure VR is going to get nerfed to the VR? What do you mean by VR? Oh, volatile reversal? Please, no. Sentinels already don't... Please, the Sentinels are already suffering enough. You got ward stuff going out the door. We already got enough problems. And then you want to come and nerf probably the best Sentinel ability? Come on. Don't put that into... Volatile reversal does not need to be nerfed. Okay, the ward shenanigans is getting gutted. Is that for sure? You know ward's getting gutted? Yeah, but you... No, please. Okay, so if they don't nerf the ward shit, we already got enough problems. You're playing a Plasma Orb Room Master. Okay. But I do want to get out there and just make a video. Volatile reversal, best sentinel skill? Question mark? Yeah, it's probably the best, but it's our shining. It's like 180%. Yeah. And we need it. It's such an absurd amount of damage. We need it. I don't even know who Snap is, so no, I didn't. Okay. Relying on Rebuke. Rebuke's another great skill that I have not invested a lot of time in. It's good for the arena, but I mean, okay, so let's look at the leaderboard. Let's see how many Paladin / Void Knight / whatever, or here. Turns out if the Paladin is the host, the group members can chain die infinite times to bosses. Yeah. All he's got to keep doing is using... Yeah. I mean, that's a thing, though. Like, it doesn't even have to be the Paladin. Like, so Paladin sits in the center of the room at 10k corruption, holding Rebuke, and the group just chain dies. Yeah. But Paladin can't really do much of anything. And it doesn't even have to be Paladin. It could be Forge Guard. Though, he's probably got some support set up in the Paladin tree that will require him to be a Paladin. But your Rebuke, anybody can use Rebuke. Okay, so we got one Paladin. Let's see. Do we got a Void Knight? We got a Forge Guard, number 32. Who was not using Volatile Reversal. We got another Forge Guard who was also not using Volatile Reversal. Okay, on this leaderboard, there's 3 Sentinels. One of them is Paladin, and they did use Volatile Reversal. It's like 800% more multiplier to damage for the group, is it? In total or something. Paladin is for the Volatile Reversal and Holy Aura. Yeah. I figured Paladin just for the Holy Aura. But Volatile Reversal, you know, obviously you dip a few points into Void Knight. Everybody does that. Everybody dips into Void Knight. Why do we dip into Void Knight chat? Because this exists. Abyssal Endurance. And as well as Void Corruption. You get 1% more critical strike multiplier per point in Void Knight. But yeah, VR needs a nerf, but I do think the rest of the Sentinels need a buff. So in that situation, are you saying volatile reversal when the paladin activates volatile reversal? But the problem is, if they buff the rest of the Sentinel and don't nerf VR, class is absurdly broken. I have never heard anybody use... I have never heard anybody... VR alone just triples your numbers, basically. But, okay, so wait, like, let's say I'm playing with somebody. I activate Volatile Reversal. Does that mean everybody does increased damage to that one character? If you spec the tree correctly, yes. Well, everybody takes that note. That's why everybody uses Volatile Reversal. It's whack. I can't believe I'm hearing this right now. The class that struggles the most with survivability has one good thing going for it, and it's whack? Oh... We got one good thing. We got one good thing, and it's like that needs a nerf. And I say we because I'm a Sentinel simp. Should Sentinels get a buff? I would take a trade-off. Mercware, like if they were gonna get nerf volatile reversal in some way. If they nerfed volatile reversal for some reason, and it's probably because of this node, right? Harbinger of Dust, enemies hit by volatile reversal take increased damage. What Sentinels need... Hey, what up, Colonel? Rune Master is too good, to be honest, and that's the thing. Your Rune Masters, your Liches, and your Necromancer. Well, I'm not going to throw Necromancer in there, but your Rune Masters and your Liches... Those are really strong, powerful classes right now. That's why I'm like taken aback, Mercware, that you're in here saying, yeah, Sentinels need a nerf. I'm like, what the frick? We're barely holding on. And we need a nerf. Even without the bugs on Rune Master at the moment, they're too good. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, thank you, Big Picture, of course. Yeah. What Sentinels need the most, since Sentinels are pretty trash with ward retention, they're really difficult to build. Like, if they release one nerf and it was just sent, I'd be confused. Yeah. The main problem in the game, especially at higher corruption, unless you're running Rebuke, it's really difficult. Dots are a huge problem for Sentinels, and it's because Sentinels, it's super easy for us to stack armor, and armor has zero effect on dots. Dots just erase Sentinels, and since ward is difficult, I'm not going to say impossible, but since ward is difficult to stack on Sentinel, this is why Sentinels, we live in a ZDPS infinite EHP meta. Yeah, it's... Since Sentinels have a very difficult time, if they want to be anything remotely tanky and very high corruption, they got to take Rebuke. And Rebuke, they can't do anything. They have to just sit there. And so we get a few good things like Volatile Reversal. That's why I'm like, what? the fuck you say, Merkware? You also lose too much putting Rebuke on your bar for sure. Yeah, it's I've tried running Rebuke on my stuff. It is possible, but as somebody who plays largely solo, it feels bad. I mean, if you're in the arena, it's cool, but if you're trying to run through echoes, like I'm trying to run through echoes, I'm trying to do this. Oh wait, let me just sit here while I'm holding a button to make sure I don't die. Because the most effective form of tankiness in the game right now is Ward. And Ward and Sentinels are just not really very cohesive. I'm sure somebody out there's got a beastie Ward build, but it's probably optimized out the ass. And like, honestly, I don't see Ward working very well for Paladins if they want to maintain any sense of damage. If any class would pull Ward off, like, of the Sentinels, it would probably be Forge Guard. Because of this right here, Forge Guard doesn't get any extra damage. If you look at Void Knight, they get increased melee void damage. And they get your melee attacks, throwing attacks, and void spells have a 10% chance to be repeated, right? They get this melee, and it also works with some of their throwing attacks. Paladin, if they're losing health, so if you're running a low life build, you're losing damage. Well, unless I'm reading this wrong, you deal increased damage equal to your percent health remaining, which to me implies you can do a low life Paladin. Okay, so maybe I'm misreading this, because Paladins do, to me, this says your percent health remaining. It's not that much damage. It doesn't give numbers, but you lose damage on Paladin. So then what you're left with is your healing effectiveness, which you would have to stack attunement for, which kind of pigeonholes you into a build, right? Forge Guard, they don't get any extra damage, but they do have the hit me bro perk right here. You gain more armor. I've seen this number, like if I'm getting hit or whatever and I press C and I'm looking at this, my understanding, if you have 1% life left, you get 99% increased damage. So it's going in the opposite direction. You're saying the lower life you have, the more damage you do. Other way around, right? So the more health you have, I mean, yeah, sure, 99% extra damage. That's substantial, depending on what. Well, I can't say substantial, but depending on what gear you're rocking. So you're saying it's not multiplicative than more. Yeah, due to the warding. So you're saying it's additive. It gets added on after you calculate everything. So when 99 added damage compared to some other class passives is pretty weak sauce, doubly so since it's additive. So it's good, but it's not like crazy. Yeah, it's good. Now, here's the thing though, can you double stack it? Cause look at this. So we've already shown you deal increased fire, lightning, and physical damage equal to your percent health. Right? If you look at Void Cleave, it's dealing fire damage right now, but physical damage also increases fire damage. Is this why? Am I getting a double increase if I'm playing Paladin? Because I found this build very effective on Paladin. Because even though it's doing fire damage and it scales with fire, it now also scales with physical. So it probably double dips. Because I remember this build chunking on Paladin. The multi-strike Void Cleave. You haven't tested it yourself. I'd go back, but I already respect Paladin to do like hammers again. I don't want to go back and respec it, but I do have a build guide out on my YouTube channel, so I mean I know what I used. Well, I gotta run. Have fun theory crafting, blasting. See you later, taters. Catch you later, man. Appreciate the lurk, Air Dragon. Yeah, I'm just looking at Rune Master Tree more in depth now, and it's just insane. Yeah, it's very synergistic. A 3 LP Calamity, alright. 66% increased fire damage. Chance to ignite with fire skills. When you kill an enemy with a fire skill, fired, it's kind of meh. The whole thing's kind of meh. Falconer just seems like it's going to be actually immortal. That's good. Something that's immortal that's not Rune Master or Lich works for me. I still haven't looked at the leaks. Most of its tree feels like it's tank synergy. Well, I don't know if it was you, Merkware, or somebody else, but they said that I felt like somebody was saying that they would like to see future classes or classes get updated to kind of look like the Rune Master. The way it's set up, as opposed to some of these classes where it doesn't feel like there's a lot of synergies. Where it just feels like, where Rune Master feels like everything just works together harmoniously, not for one. No, there's no way it's gonna. And maybe we'll get that with Shaman, because didn't they say they were going to revisit Shaman? Shaman is getting a rework, yeah. Crest of Unity. Okay. Crest of Unity. Overall, mage is your favorite class? That makes sense. But it's like so pigeonholed into just playing Rune Master. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen a lot of Sorcerer or anything else like that. You played Sork, it was solid. Okay. But it didn't hold up to Rune Master. That makes sense. Okay. I think I'm going to go back to this one. Because it's going to do more damage against more gold, more gambling. Jeez. But Merkware, you're not playing Mage on release, right? I think you said you were going to play Falconer. I know at one point you were talking about playing Hammered In, but I think that changed, right? You're leaning Falconer. Okay. Okay. I think this is better for big groups because I do more singular large hit damage, but against stuff that will survive long enough. But I'm swayed away because of its survival issues. Oh, is it gonna have a sentinel issue? I'm swayed away from TI because of its survival. Yeah, you're talking about survival. Yeah, you're talking about more about playing Hammered In because of its survival. Depends on how far you're gonna go. I pushed into 400 corruption on Hammered In pretty comfortably. I kind of want my first character to be able to push corruption high. Okay. Ideally higher. Okay. Okay, I got you. Well, I know Volca was took his Nova Hammered into 1000 corruption plus. I'm being a bit persuaded to play Merchant's Guild. It sounds like I'm playing Circle of Fortune, but Merchant's Guild also sounds like I think more people are coming around to Merchant's Guild. Yeah, Paladin can do high corruption. I feel like Paladin though, to do those or just Sentinel in general, to do those really high corruption builds, like they start to get kind of like only a few builds make the cut, and it seems like hammers allow them to do that because of the range. Like, you don't have to worry about survival issues if you don't get hit, right? But it requires like 8 times the... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. You got to fine tune it. I took my Void Knight into 500 corruption and I stopped. That was a melee build. And the only reason why was like, well, we hit 500 corruption, let's play something else. I actually hit 500 corruption on my Void Knight before I hit level 100. Most of the gear I found on it, I had some in my stash. Yeah, what I might do, like maybe on the weekend, is fire up my Void Knight again and just see like how far I can push it. Like, at what point do I need to start taking, like, Rebuke? I remember thinking, oh, I'm probably only going to end up hitting 300 corruption with this. When I hit 500, I was like, okay. I'm just going to move on. I'm waiting to push anything or even play much at this point until 1.0. I can understand that. And it already sounds like Mercware when 1.0 comes out, you're playing in the cycle, so you're starting fresh. Because I like EMP said he was not. He was going to stay in Legacy just because he already had all this gear. Yeah. I was like, I want a fresh leaderboard, right? Yeah. I wanted a fresh leaderboard. And not everybody cares about that. I get it, but I mean, like, right now... Like here's the thing. Right now, this is the time commitment. Not that I have any build right now that can get up here, but like literally. Like even if I scroll down and I was like doing some crazy shit, like this is the commitment. I don't see the point of not playing cycle and leaderboards personally in ARPGs. I don't see the point of not playing leaderboards. And what do you say, Mercware? Like, if you're gonna be playing in the cycle, might as well try and jump onto the leaderboard, right? I think I'm understanding that correctly. Was what I meant to type. Got it. Got it. Got it. I read leaderboard on screen in my brain. But after Falconer reveal, I might do leveling practice again since I'll know if I really want to play Falconer or not. Yeah, that makes sense. Part of me wants to avoid Rune Master though, just to be different for stream. Yeah, yeah. First day I played Rune Master was also a day that like half the directory was playing Rune Master. So I maybe had a max of 6 people at one point on Twitch. It was I was like, dude, why am I playing Rune Master? And then I played it again the next day and a bunch of people show up. Okay, 23 dexterity. Okay. +2 to Warpath, +3 to Warpath, +16 strength. Let's try and get that. There we go. You want to know what? You know, you want to know what's going to be insanely cursed? This is a T7, right? Oops. 1 LP Kermode. I mean, okay, maybe I'll actually keep this. A +23 dexterity. You never know, right? I would have invest so much more in whatnot to make it work. Yeah, I got you. Another commode. The Falcon. Oh boy. Static Shell. I really want a Static Shell with some LP on it. Noble's Plate. Oh, we're definitely taking this one to the next level. Urine's Wisdom. Yeah, let's try this against the boss. Let's see how well this Bardiche works. Armor Shred. What's giving me Armor Shred? Hell. Oh, that's what's giving me Armor Shred. It's Forge Strike. It's giving me 1 stack. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna keep this because I might be converting this over to hammers just to try it out on Forge Guard. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we formed that timeline a lot. let's go over to Stolen Lands. I think I'll keep this one. No, I kind of like just the... against regular mobs, I like the potential just clear and keep moving on. I think against the bosses, I'm gonna have to use the other one just for that armor shred potential. Okay. I really want to keep this. I really want to keep Forge Strike because we get a 30% global fire penetration bonus with this. This is huge. A 30%. But I do want to try out sigils, so yeah, we're gonna say goodbye. Let's try out Sigils of Hope. So we took those three. Definitely feels like my damage kind of went down a little bit. Now, I haven't maxed out sigils yet. But one reason why I was using Forge Strike... A, it's interactive. It gives me another button to press. But it was also giving me that 30% global fire penetration. Okay, so let's take that. No, we don't want sigils only affect you. I can take cast speed. You deal increased melee damage for 3 seconds. I could just start putting my points right there. See if the... But it only lasts for 3 seconds. Honestly, this might even be better. No, not that. So I was thinking, what if we went for mana efficiency? Increase the damage of you and your allies. I don't think sigils is very effective with this build. I mean, it's cool, so we get 3 additional fire. So we get additional fire damage. But we were just getting so much fire penetration by using Forge Strike. It feels noticeable to me. Okay, well, I did see a 74k crit, so... Yeah. That's against, like, one of the smaller ones. Whatever. Gonna leave him. Ah, so I'm already getting a 10%. Only way is if I remove this and this. I kind of need that right now. Apparently, all pin is just 7 times more effective. Elaborate. What do you mean by that? If something says you get 10% penetration, you get 70%. Oh, is it a bug? Oh, I get it. Maybe that's why it's for Room Master, definitely, but apparently it might be everything. Yeah, maybe that's why Forge Strike just feels so much better than Sigils. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, get me off this Sigil crap. I don't want to go back to town. That was an accident. Specialize. Because Forge Strike right over here, I was taking this node. Global Fire Penetration. You take both nodes, it gives you 30% effectiveness. No, we don't even want that. We wanted that. No, we don't want that one. Ward granted on forged weapon. Come down here, grab this. Also take 4 points here for that extra armor percentage. Could explain why. Yeah. Already feels vastly better. And I don't even have Forge Strike back to where I had it at. Take that. One more node there, and then 2 more there. That leaves me 1 point. Put it right here. Or I could put it in the base crit. Yeah, I could put it back on the base crit. So Forge Strike might actually do some 100k crit. Two more points right there. There we go. Eye of Ring. Nice. Sure, why not? Have at it. Since I am doing fire damage, hold on. Let's just go back over to idols. Gain a stack of ambition when you hit a boss. 2% more fire damage per stack of ambition. 2% more armor per stack of ambition. You lose all stacks if you go 6 seconds without gaining a stack. Huh. This could be a good idol to take when I'm going up against bosses. Level 89. We're getting close to 90. keep switching back and forth. Get wrecked. There we go. I don't care if they have dodge. Why? Because I'm playing Void Cleave. Void Cleave cannot be dodged. Oh. $30 throwing damage. Okay. Critical strike multiplier. Okay. Let me pick up all those. Let's keep the throwing damage. Let's keep that. Welcome to the roulette table. It's time to play slots. Bleeding heart. Oh boy. And then we will actually try to remove that. There we go. And devotion. Oh, okay. Okay. So we took everything in this tree. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest, chat. I was thinking taking points in here, but this... Oh, okay. Interesting. Because I probably don't need to take a full 8 points in this. Especially if I'm using my last one. We took 4 points here. Put 3 points here. Probably 1 point back down here. Okay, well, let's try that out. So we're going to say goodbye to that Bardiche. Actually, we're going to take that. We're going to go over here to this page. No, we're keeping that. Let's Huh. 8 ward per second per 1% uncapped physical resistance while channeling rebuke. Can you work like ward retention? This might be an interesting one. Okay, let's go back to town. Okay. Oh, whoops. Went too far. Okay. We'll live with that. You know, unless I want to put 1 point over here. No, let's keep it there for now. Take less damage over time and have additional physical resistance. These bonuses are doubled if you've used a potion recently. Also gives us increased armor. Alright. Okay. So let's take a look at what I did here. So I took some points out of melee critical strike chance. I mean, that's cool, but we didn't need it. Might be worth 1 point. Yeah, this is probably going to be worth 1 point right here, but this I think is huge right here. You take less damage over time. That's appreciate the lurk merc where this right here could be a very valuable node for all forge guards. Less damage taken over time. That is the main problem with Sentinel. Yeah, it looks like we still have close to 100% critical strike chance, so taking those 4 points out was which experimental mod is that? I was using this one right here. 21% of armor mitigation also applies to damage over time. But hey, check this out right here. Liquid iron, you take less damage over time. It's a flat out damage reduction for Forge Guard. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh, dude, forget all this crit shit. Let's. We need that. Honestly, I'm at this point right now. I really want to see what I can get out of that. I'm going to go reinvest some points right now. Okay, so this is giving us health. I mean, this is cool. Extra 105 health is not bad. But I don't need Sigils of Hope. I'm not using Sigils of Hope. I think I do need the Elemental Attunement. We need the Void Resist. Not. Oh, whoops. I'm all confused right now. Okay. Void's right at that. Okay, cool. So that gives me 11 points to work with, though I did lose some health. Okay, that's what I got right here. 21% of armor mitigation also applies to damage over time. It's an experimental mod. It's also based on the Code of the Erased Sentinel relics. Yeah, same mod. Okay. Okay. Is this even worth it? 60% melee critical strike multiplier. For the amount of health we just lost. I mean, to be honest, that was like 200 health. That it's the same mob, but it's also on gloves. Whew. Yeah, if I could get a good roll, I would definitely use that. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. I gotcha. Might have to rethink this whole thing. That's a problem for another day. Alright guys, gonna go ahead, shut her down for the night. Merkware, thanks for hanging with me over here on Twitch. YouTube, looks like we got a decent group of people over there on YouTube. Thanks for coming on by. I will be back again tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific. We're gonna still be playing Forge Guard tomorrow. Hope you guys have yourself a good one. At some point, we are gonna convert this guy over to hammers. Really want to see what we can do with hammers on this guy, but we're going to be sticking with Void Cleave Multistrike. Yeah. Anyway, you guys take care. You have yourselves a good one. Cheers. Good night, everybody.